Hello, lovely people. I welcome you once again to Bright and Clara's channel. Thank you all for clicking. This is episode 37 on the Kokrobite project. Alright, so in your view is Select Estate. Select Estate is saying that you should own a land in Ghana. Yes, and it is good to own your own land. Once you have your land, you have power, you have control, you have dominance, you understand? And these lands are affordable. Nowhere is too far. Once you have your car, you can go anywhere in Ghana. So don't say the location is this, is that. Contact the numbers on your screen and Select Estate will be happy to assist you. All right, so we are back at site. And like I said, we've done with the skimming. Some few areas are left. They are still working on them. At the moment, Mr. Hammond is fixing all the switches and sockets. These are what we call the electrical fittings. Are you with me? Electrical fittings. So you notice that it was after the skimming of the wall. That is when we are doing the electrical fittings. You don't have to fix the switches and socket on the plain wall. No, it is not the best. And even if you want to do that, then it means that the areas of the socket and switches, you have to paint that area so that you fix the socket and the switches. You understand? Yes. So after the skimming of the wall and everything, now it is okay to put the socket and the switches. That doesn't mean that we are done. We are now going to do the painting of the wall. And so when the painter comes, he's going to put a masking tape along all the socket and switches so that the painting would not affect the socket and switches. You understand? So once he's done painting, he will remove all the masking tape, okay, and then to give you a very fine finish. All right. So again, the floor is what we left for the tiling. You understand? We have to do tiling of the floors. The tiles are also getting ready. So pretty much very soon, you will see the various update. You can see that the door frames have been fixed. Someone asked me if they have to do the tiling before the fixing of the doors. And so my response is that if they have not finished, if they have not already fixed the door frames, then this is a good time to fix the door frame. It's never too late than never. Fix the door frames and then do the tiling. And then after the tiling, you can fix the doors. Yeah, the doors should be the last thing you fixed so that it gives you a very uniform output in terms of the gap underneath and then on the top. You understand? Yeah, there shouldn't be any gap underneath your door. It should be so smooth and beautiful. You understand? So you can see that it's a systematic approach that we are taking, and whatever the circumstances, we are there to making sure that the output is beautiful for the client. And again, if you fix the door now when they are not done with painting and other stuff, they will stain it, especially with the POP. You understand? So here you can see the TV stand, which was done by Moses and his team. Okay, yes, the TV stand is done with the POP. Usually, I will go for the wooden one, the wooden design in the living area. Our client wants the POP TV stand, so we allowed him to do whatever he desire in his house. That is the best thing to do. Here we have the sockaway. So we finished mending. We did a plastering to renovate it because it was an old one. Okay, so we had to renovate it. This will be for the kitchen waste. Okay, kitchen waste. So we are going to put a pump in there, or we're going to put a pipe, okay, at the top again to go to the gutter. The gutter is just by the wall that is facing us. There's just a gutter over there. So we're going to put another pipe in there so that should the water come to the top, it will flow through the pipe and towards the gutter. You understand? Yes, we need to do that. So this is the back of the building. There's not enough space though. There's not enough space at the back. So we can just manage it. If not, you can say you can have a very huge space at the back where you can have your barbecue and pound your fufu and whatsoever, but you can still pound fufu here. It's manageable. It's manageable. It's manageable. So all these pipe that you're seeing, they're going to be that is for the air condition. You know, we have some theft cases. They stole all the copper and the cables. These ones were left, but the copper pipes, they chopped them off. It's just the same way they did to me in my house when all my copper pipes. So, but this is not an issue. Once something of this sort happens to you, please don't worry. So this is me when I was in Ghana. I'm inspecting all the various works, okay, that have been done. So I'm going around and checking the windows by Mr. Adum, okay. Virtually, I'm checking everything. And my vacation in Ghana wasn't actually a vacation because I really worked so hard. I had to move from one side to one side. At a point, I was really tired. So these sockets here are going to be fixed. They are fixed one. There's remaining one. This was a late addition. Yeah, so they're going to be doing that as well. You understand? Here I was looking at the burglary bar. Yes, I don't know if his intention is to remove it in the future, which of course he's going to, because this was meant temporarily to secure whatever we are doing on the inside. Yeah, so because I'm looking at the finishing. Okay, so those are the things I was looking for. This is not because it wasn't my team that did the burglary bar, so I'm going to speak ill of whoever did it. But I was just letting him know that if he intend to keep this one, it wouldn't be nice for him to keep this one at this entrance. This is the back door to the kitchen. Okay, so I was letting him know that these are some of the defects I'm seeing, and so if they can modify it, then that's fine. And I believe he said it was temporarily. So hopefully they'll do something about it. Yes, it was one of his family friends who did the burglary bars for him. So I'm looking at aesthetics. You understand? I'm looking at aesthetics. So those are the things I was pointing out to him during my visit in Ghana and upon visiting his site for the first time physically. I checked all because now they need to do plastering, behind those bars, and because of the nature of the bar, they were not able to, so they had to remove it and do it properly, and if necessary, they have to install it back. They will do the installation. Okay, so Mr. Hammond and the team also had to place some lights on the perimeter fence wall. Okay, and they had to do that. So here we are. I'm checking everything. Those gaps you see underneath the frames are meant for rainwater. In case it rains and it drops in the frames, it will come through from those holes that you see, and that is as per the design. Are you with me? They need to create those holes. So the landscaping we did was so beautiful, and again we've left it for some time now, so we have to finish doing that. I was looking at the window designs that they have done for him. It looks to be that there's a crack in there, so I'm checking everything. Are you with me? Yes, I'm checking everything. So this, for me, I'm very petty when I come to site. So I don't think the team will love me to be on site every day. But if I'm to be in Ghana, I will give my team a very tough time. Honestly, I will give them a tough time. Not necessarily just to bully them, but I'm looking at a certain finishing. This touch that when you walk in there, you can say yes, they did it. I mean, something has been done. So this is going to be for the TV antenna. Okay. It is always good to position the TV antenna in an area where it can easily be accessed. You understand? You can easily access the TV antenna. So this is the junction box they are creating. This will serve for the electrical fencing. For them, electric fencing can pick supply from here for the perimeter fence wall lights also can be picked from there. And in the future, if they want to do any activity in the house, they can come and take supply from there. You understand? Yeah, so it is important to create a junction box outside. Even in my house, I have a junction box outside. I think I have 2 of them. So wherever I am in the house, I can tap supply to do any kind of work. Are you with me? Yes. So I'm looking at the roof. They have to place a roof gutter at the tip of it, which we are waiting for. The man has to give us money to go and buy the gutters and install them. This is an old septic tank. Apparently, it is in a deplorable state and we can't use it, so we need to demolish and rebuild, get a new one. And this is me again taking a video and letting the client know that, hey, this is not in a good state. We need to demolish it and rebuild it, because you can see water in there and water is coming from underneath, and so we need to rebuild it. And so these were the images I was posting to my client to let him know, and so he's gonna let us know what action they need to take. All right, so yeah, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Again, my name is Mr. Bright. From me to you, shalom. God bless you. Bye bye.